Today, I have compiled a list of the top most hear me outs in Clash of Clans, and I am going to be putting them on a tier list. Comment down below if you agree with this list, and while you are down there, make sure to subscribe, because if we hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, I will be doing an Archer Queen cosplay, so make sure to subscribe to see that happen. Also join the Discord for upcoming events, where the top prize is a gold pass. The first hear me out we got is the Villager Girl. Now, honestly, I gotta put the Villager Girl in, honestly, I'm gonna say A tier. They had no right to make the Villager Girl that bad after her rework. I mean, honestly, it's a very big hear me out. It's not even a hear me out at this point. Villager Girl goes in the A tier. Archer. Now, the Archer can't go in the S tier because the Archer Queen is already in the S tier, and we'll be rating her later. And the Archer is honestly a little worse than the Villager Girl. I know that might be a hot take, but the Villager Girl is so bad. And the Archer is just like, the purple hair, purple or pink hair, whatever you want to call it, is not it. And the Villager Girl being like, kind of ginger takes her down, but the Archer with the pink hair, if the Archer was like a brunette or a snow bunny, then, the Archer would be S tier, but she's not, so Archer goes in the A. Healer. Now, the Healer is the only snow bunny in the game, I'm pretty sure. So the Healer has to go high too. And the Healer, look at those feet. Look at those feet. I think the Healer goes in S tier because the Healer's a snow bunny and the feet. Healer goes in S tier. P.E.K.K.A. Now, the P.E.K.K.A, we don't know what's under that suit. So it could be very good or very bad. But for that reason, I think we gotta give P.E.K.K.A a B because honestly, there could be something very good under that, but on the outside, it does not look good, so we gotta give it a B. Dragon. Now, Dragon? I don't know about the Dragon. I know the Dragon's a female, but I think we gotta put the Dragon in C tier because the Dragon is not that good of a hear me out compared to the Baby Dragon, which is what we have next. And the Baby Dragon, I honestly think could go in the S tier. Look at that tongue and tell me you would not get the Haktua from the Baby Dragon.
Oh, you gotta give him that Haktua and spit on that thing. You get me?
Come on now. I think we put Baby Dragon above the Archer, below the Villager Girl. Baby Dragon in A tier. Yeti. Now, the Yeti, honestly, is a pretty good hear me out. The Yeti is a good hear me out. I think we put the Yeti above the P.E.K.K.A in B tier. I think that's kind of valid putting it above in B tier because, the Yeti. Ooh, the Yeti. I think the Yeti is a good B tier. Electro Titan. Now, the Electro Titan is a snow bunny. I know, I said the Healer's the only snow bunny, but the Electro Titan's kind of a snow bunny. Kind of. I think we put the Electro Dragon in A tier, above the Archer, but below the Baby Dragon, because the Electro Titan is a very, very good hear me out. Root Rider. Now, the Root Rider, I know some people like to hear me out, but personally, I just don't see the hype. I think we put the Root Rider below the Dragon, because honestly, I would rather hear you out for the Dragon than the Root Rider. So I'm going to put the Root Rider in C. Thrower. Now, the Thrower, I've heard some people say hear me out about the Thrower, but honestly, I am not hearing you out. The Thrower has one eye and is built. The Thrower is gonna, throw you around, if you know what I mean. So the Thrower is going to not hear you out. Minion. Now, putting the Minion on here, I thought of it like Theodore from Alvin and the Chipmunks videos that I've saw on Instagram. That's kind of a hear me out. So, just for that reason, I'm going to put the Minion above the P.E.K.K.A, but below the Yeti. Minion in B tier. Hog Rider. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Why would you put the Hog Rider? But it's not about the Hog Rider. It's about the hog. Okay. Now, before I get those comments, oh, Parks, that Hog Rider's an animal. You shouldn't be saying hear me out. I don't care. The Hog Rider is not a hear me out. But the hog itself, A tier. Valkyrie. Now, looking at the fan art for Valkyrie, S tier. The Valkyrie is above the Healer. The Valkyrie is the best one we have seen yet. The Valkyrie is not even a hear me out at this point. The Valkyrie is the number one so far. The Valkyrie is like crazy. They did not need to make her that bad. So Valkyrie in S tier. Witch. Now some of the fan art for the Witch is absolutely wild. I still gotta put the Witch in S tier though, because the Witch with that fan art is very, very questionable. And honestly, I can hear you out for the Witch, okay? So Witch is S tier. Lava Hound. Now the Lava Hound, I am not hearing you out because that would hurt. It's lava. It's lava. I am not hearing you out. The Lava Hound is going in F tier, not hear you out. Get it out of here. Headhunter. Now the Headhunter under that mask. You feel me? Under the mask, it could be pretty good. I think we put the Headhunter in B tier. Because if we put the P.E.K.K.A in B tier, we kind of got to put the Headhunter in B tier. Because the Headhunter has more potential than the P.E.K.K.A, if you know what I mean. Archer Queen. No questions asked. S tier, S tier, S tier, S tier. Oh, Archer Queen, S tier. I'm sorry. But the fan art for the Archer Queen, let's just say some gooners have made that. And it's actually kind of crazy. But, oh, Mommy Archer Queen, S tier. Royal Champion. Now, the Royal Champion is kind of a below the Yeti, I think. Like, the Royal Champion is kind of mid, honestly. I think we put the Royal Champion in B tier. Cannon Cart. Now, hear me out. If there's a hole, there's a goal. Get out! We gotta put the Cannon Cart in A tier. Below the Baby Dragon, but above the Electro Titan. Because, you know, if there's a hole, there's a goal. Inferno Dragon. Now, I've seen some people say, hear me out on the Inferno Dragon. But I am not hearing you out. Like, the Baby Dragon, okay, sure, I'll hear you out because it would give some good hook to her. Inferno Dragon, not a chance. That would hurt. Super Bowler. Now, I'm not talking about the Super Bowler. I'm talking about the ball. Like, the ball itself, I think we gotta put A tier. Above the Baby Dragon, but below the Hog Rider. Now, this is my list for the Clash of Clans Hear Me Outs. Honestly, I think it's a pretty valid list. If you think differently, comment down below. And make sure to join the Discord to be part of my future events where I give away gold passes and some money when I get monetized. So make sure to join the Discord down below, and I will see you all in the next video.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing. You get me?